ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Friday, which means it's time for more Hitsugi no Chaika. Oh boy! So in our last episode, we had our little prisoner exchange Madu, and yeah, it turns out Chaika's work on Highlander rules. There can only be one. So we got so if they run into each other again, we're gonna have a big fight, and Gillette's off the case, which is kind of silly and really does prove that. Yeah, no, I think maybe the good guys might be just as bad as the freaking evil empire they replaced. Um, and also we continue on with our extremely dull saboteur main characters, but I, all right then, just. I guess now we can get back onto the track of hunting down those corpse parts. I mean, one thing that is a bit spooky that does make me wonder is so each and every Chaika is seeking out the corpse parts, right, to put them in their coffin and all that. So, but also the Chaikas do not like each other and seem prone to fucking fighting and murdering each other. If every Chaika is trying to get the body parts, then wouldn't it make sense that if the Chaikas met up, they would be prone to working together? Because if one Chaika has all the body parts, right, and only one body part is missing, I don't know, they're looking for his left testicle or something, and another Chaika gets it, then you've got one Chaika who's got all the body parts, and one that's got one, and they're not going to give it to each other. They're going to just try and murder each other, at which point a body part could be lost or damaged. It seems really short-sighted if you want to gather all the corpse parts to make the people you sent out to get the corpse parts fucking hate each other by default. That's just kind of silly on that one, but I guess this is how they just want to do it. But let's go on and see where our Chaika is going in 3, 2, 1, and go. No, that's just something that just struck me. It's if the Chaikas seem as if them working together, it's it's impossible for even to cross their mind. They see another Chaika and they just go oh no, it's an imposter, despite the fact that it's kind of hard to fake being Chaika. I mean, you got the neck wound. You've got the fact that they all have memories of pre-war. I would assume, or at least different sections of her life. And they've all got this exact same coffin. This coffin that I'd imagine is probably pretty unique. You'd think the Chaikas would look at that and go, hang on a minute, there's something going on here. There's something happening that's super spooky. But I guess the Chaikas aren't really all that smart, are they? Yeah. God, they always Man, I always forget how long this opening is. Always do. When are we gonna get shit like this? When are we gonna get our protagonist actually doing something that's, interesting? Even though it does look like they're being the big goddamn evil right there. Right now, his only thing is just I'm here to protect Chaika. I'm being paid to bring back war. Our protagonist is just a less interesting sundowner. I can't allow you to lewd the Chaika. Oh, God. Don't lewd the Chaika, One-sama. Instead, lewd me. Ravage your sister's fuckhole, One-sama. Okay, so they gotta go beat up a wizard, but... Excuse me, sir, could you explain why there's multiple Chaikas? Like, you're giving this information to the other Chaika as well. But who's giving you the messages, though? Well, that's not ominous. That's not ominous at all. So magic fuel is basically just gasoline, isn't it? It's like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of fucking dinosaurs over here that died like 1,000,000 years ago. We mash them up into liquid and put them in our cars. And I know gasoline is more from peat bogs and shit, but the idea of liquid dinosaur was something that they kept saying when I was a kid, and I still think it's hilarious. Okay. It's wow, it's almost as if the heroes, when they won, they either went off to become giant assholes or they just freaking died of being an idiot. Oh hey, he's a blue mage. He's using monster magic. They took they took the magic power of the Emperor and all went batshit insane. I thought you were off the case, my boy. Don't stab our scout. Oh man, I'm never allowed to have any fun. Well, that was easy. So he can just use his sniper rifle to just like telepathically communicate with a bird. Oh, Chaika's like, oh, sorry, I didn't notice. Seriously, Chaika's gun is like the most inconvenient. Like she's gotta assemble it. The other Chaika's just gonna take the goddamn bandages off it. Wow, it took. They've been after her for this long. They've been after her for this long, and they only just asked the question. Oh, she's gonna use the remains to blow up the Earth. Hey, Chaika, what? You want to blow up the Earth, right? No, I just want to put my dad to rest so people stop using him as a goddamn Duracell. Oh, shit. Christ. Go, Gillette, the true hero of the story. Take out these goddamn war criminals. All these folding weapons as well. Like, seriously, I'm surprised that a goddamn, like, folding hammer just doesn't break when she tries to block with the haft. Like, Jesus. Hey, Toru, maybe you should have, turned your skin to steel again. You know, that thing you do to make yourself, less stabbable? How does that dragon eat? Like, how does she eat? Like, her mouth is, like, just kind of welded shut. Just pick up Chaika and Akari and just yeet. Man, I really hope Chaika's got a fat wallet. Because I imagine all that magic fuel they bought cannot be cheap. And why does she have to do all these big incantations whenever she does magic? Seems like most everyone else just kind of goes, I cast gun. Maybe some wizard that's been missing for a while? Ooh, spooky. Jesus. Frederica's just like, nah, I could solve this plot right now, but I'm not going to. Like, that's something I do get really annoyed with. Just like introduction of a character that can solve so many problems. But because the plot would be over really quick, that character has something about them that just, you know, like either they're like Frederica, where they're a petty asshole who will just want to sit up and do nothing unless they absolutely have to, or like you just like goes, yeah, I gotta get paid, or just shit like that. If you're gonna put a character in that can solve your plot, maybe don't put them in. Or maybe edit your plot a bit so that character cannot just solve the plot. It's like in Fallout 3, like at the very end, like, hey, go into this radiation room that fucking murders you. You have multiple party members who are immune to radiation. But in the vanilla game, can't send them in. Fucking that takes the DLC from the patch that shit and be like, oh yeah, no. Yeah, my companions are immune to radiation. You're more important to me because you do whatever the fuck I ask without questioning anything. God, her eyebrows are so goddamn massive. Final level Chaika, her freaking eyebrows just reach up above her head like this. Yeah. Yeah, they got some sort of like. Is it like a vision of the future, or is it like some sort of hallucination? Go punch the magic, see if you can destroy it. Toru's capable of having... Toru's capable of having fantasies? I didn't think he had the... That's lewd. I didn't think he had the personality to have fantasies. Wow. What a great way to try and force... Oh, boy. Like, this is something that, like, you see also. It's like, yeah, you've got a main character who's really, like, dull as dishwater. And but like, he or she, they, whatever the fuck, is destined to become the husbando or waifu, but they've got zero personality of their own. So the way that you do it is you just give something to show their innermost desires and have the other person see it. It's kind of lazy, not gonna lie. Also, I'm pretty sure Chaika's been speaking proper English in this hallucination this whole time. Even in your dreams, you get cucked. Yeah. You ain't never getting that royal blood, my dude. You ain't never getting it. Uh, and there's... God damn it. Imagine getting cucked in your own fantasies. That's not how air works, though. That fog would have still come in. He was already snapped out of it. She just wants to. She just wanted to. Yeah, they just wanted to beat his ass. Understandable, though, but still. Can Chaika move the barrier as they walk? Like, I mean, where are you gonna start to find this Gundo thing? Why is this wizard using this magic? Lives in a valley where no one would be able to find him. Miss the stops people entering the valley. It's very clear. It's pretty clear that this wizard, like, he just didn't want to fucking deal with anyone's bullshit. So he's just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna just live in this box canyon in the middle of nowhere. If anyone wants to come in, they gotta go deal with my isekai fog. Fuck it. Stop. Stop inhaling the fog. Okay, like we're just gonna find like some wizard shack here, and the guy's like, "Hey, what the hell you guys doing on my property? Hippity hoppity, get off of my property!" That or he's gonna be dead because he forgot to go eat. Because I don't see any food like farm or anything. Dead ass just go to wizard shack. Is Simon the guy in the hole? Yeah, he just didn't want to. He just didn't want to have to do hero shit again. He didn't want to be a hero anymore, so he escaped into a canyon, turned on a fog generator, and just went to go live in a shack as a homeless man. Ugh. Poor guy. Like, why does this guy have a corpse part? Like you'd think like that guy he wouldn't even want to bother with a corpse part. Be like, no, it's too much hassle. Just toss it in the garbage. I mean, poor guy. Well, that's easy. Some boss fight this guy turned out to be, huh? And it's a leg. So we've got an arm. We've got a forearm. Not even a full arm. We've got a forearm, eyeballs, and a leg. You're giving off two different. You're giving off two different answers there, my dude. Do you want the leg to turn on your friggin' isekai generator or no? Yeah, man, these heroes are pathetic as shit. Goddamn. It's almost as if these chosen heroes, like yeah, it's like winning the lottery. Like a lot of lottery winners wind up right back in the poorhouse, or even worse off than when they started. No, worry about it bigly. Bigly worry about it. Wow, Toru, you fucking idiot. Chaika just fucking punches him in the jaw. Man, they've got so much chemistry. The, they got the chemistry of a goddamn noble gas. That means they don't react at all. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. But yeah, so God, I like this show, but god damn it, I've got some real big issues with how some of this shit goes down. Fuck me, dude. Alright, so, first off, I kind of went in this a little bit. Kind of went into this a little bit, like, when it showed up, but one of my biggest pet peeves in media is when they're trying to set up a is when they try to set up a romance plot, right? And the issue is that the people that they're trying to match up have really bad chemistry. So how do you do that? How do you set up a romance for characters that have zero chemistry whatsoever? And the only reason you're doing it is because you have your token male character and your token female character, and you want to mash your freaking action figures together, right? Oh boy, they got another empire to go visit. Oh boy. Empire of Consolation. Right? But yeah, like, you want to mash your action figures together, but like Danny Phantom did this a little bit. Like uh a lot of anime does this. I can't think of like many examples off the top of my head though, because I'm just being honest, it's really early for me right now. I'm a little tired. I need to start recording these like either super late at night or super early in the morning. I need to start doing that. Yeah, it's like a general rule that a lot of people seem to follow is that if you cannot show internally that these characters love each other, then because they've got no chemistry, so or you don't know how to write chemistry. Oh boy, what do? You give external things. Like here, you had Chaika witness essentially a dream. Yet like that's a very classic way to do it. Another way would be to have them overhear a conversation. Like Shrek kind of subverts this, actually. Like, I know, oh boy, Shrek, the narrative fucking masterpiece. But Shrek subverts this a little bit because the whole time of, through Shrek, you have Shrek and Fiona arguing and just, like, fucking basically just being insufferable pricks to each other. And then Shrek, being an ogre and being, like, I don't know, from fucking Backwards Island, it's like, oh, yo, that's super hype. Yo, that's super hype. I'm down. I'm down with that. So he goes to give her the flowers, right? And it does kind of come out of nowhere because it's like, well, there's no chemistry there. They just fucking hate each other. It's right. But then you hit the moment where, like, in a standard romance story, you'd hear Fiona talking about Shrek and being like, there's something about him, something little je ne sais quoi, and it'd be like a big external thing where like they just have this big. She has this big monologue where like. And Shrek happens to overhear it. He's like, oh man, she does like me, Right? But instead it's like, oh man, like, I didn't even talk about Shrek, she's talking about herself. He's like, oh man, ogres are a fucking piece of shit. Fuck ogres. Ogres suck. Fuck it. And Shrek hears that and he misunderstands it and he does it. I mean, it's another trope on its own, the whole misunderstanding trope, but I don't hate that one as much as other people do. It's like, it's so overdone. Where just like characters will have no chemistry, and then they'll try and shoehorn it in by having an external source, like be like, no, look, there's chemistry there the whole time. I promise. Yeah. Like it's really dumb, and I don't like it. What is Toru's personality? I don't think I don't think he has one. I don't think he will get one. His personality is he likes to stab things and he wants to fuck Chaika now, apparently. Like Akari is like also like a really bad character, but at least she's got like a little something more. Even if that something more is wanting to fuck her brother. But alright then. Okay then, Chief. The one thing I do like though, the things I do like though is the fact that these heroes, like this whole plot is like basically, hey, we already had an anime essentially happen that you missed, you're late for it, where these heroes went through and they wrecked everything, but I do like how each hero has, like, you had that one guy who just became a corrupt noble, and you had that other one who, like, she just wanted to fight, and she died super hard because, you know, there's no one left to fight, so she got sick. And then you got this other guy who's like, I won the day. Look where it got me. Everyone stabbed me in the back and left. Now I'm hiding in a box canyon with my isekai generator. Yeah, just trying to stay away from all you assholes. Go away. You know, like, crazed old man shouts at cloud. Like it's kind of sad, but it's also like yeah, no, if you're gonna be doing this hero shit, you gotta have a 401k. You gotta have some stuff set aside to make sure that, you know, it doesn't bite you on the ass absolutely goddamn immediately when you get out. Yeah. Like, I do really, really like that. And when you think about it, though, not really a ton happened. Like, but I think that's, like, the only, like, that's the thing. It's, like, a whole lot of nothing happened. Like, you got, like, the opening where it's like, oh, hey, we got this. Hey, there's this wizard. He's got the next corpse part. Oh boy, and I'm gonna leave. Oh boy, here's this village with all this magic fuel. It doesn't really amount to anything because we leave all the fucking magic fuel behind. Hey, Gillette shows up. Fucking, hey, hand over the Chaika. No, fuck you, we have a dragon. Then they leave. Hey, we're going in this box canyon. Oh shit, we fell. Oh shit, Toru's being brainwashed. And then just this big dream sequence, like, this serves only to, like, you know, force this relationship in. And okay, now we're just gonna walk in a straight line through the fog to meet up with freaking crazy hobo wizard, and done. And that's the end. Like, nothing fucking happened. Like, that is something that I'm, like, I do have a little bit of an issue with. Like, the fact that, like, they say a lot of words, but nothing actually gets said sometimes. And we've had a couple episodes like this, but, like, I think this one's probably, like, the worst one for it. And I don't know if it's an issue with, like, how the manga was paced, or if it's, like, everything that's happening here is setting up for shit down the line, like, and they couldn't afford to cut any lines or cut anything. But it's like, for the sake of brevity, you know, you gotta hit, like, you gotta have some, oh god, what's the thing? Like, there's the builders, like, while I've been recording, the builders have pulled up next door, and is really fucking distracting. Jesus Christ, it is 6 a.m. Sorry, it's almost 7 a.m. now, but it is 7 a.m. and they're going at it with, like, nail guns and chainsaws and shit. What the fuck? Yeah, it's like, I'm not saying, like, cut things and skip shit, because that's what Arifureta does, and we all know how that happens, but, like, maybe truncate some stuff, maybe, like, move some stuff around, so, like, even in a section of the manga where nothing happens for a minute, like, splice in, like, some stuff from maybe earlier that, like, had to be cut for time, or some stuff from later, maybe, like, shuffle it around. I don't know, make something happen that's, like, a little bit more impactful, you know? Because it's like, yeah, they got the arm, but, sorry, they got the leg, sorry, but they didn't fight for it. They just deadass just walked straight through a bunch of fog. That's all they did. Kind of anticlimactic, you know? I mean, not every episode has to be a blockbuster, but, and even then, like, I understand, like, hey, like, this is one episode in a, what is it, like a 12-part, 24-part, how long is this? I don't even know. Like, it is one episode of a series, right? So yeah, they can afford to have, like, a couple episodes that are like, oh yeah, no, nothing really happened. We just kind of just did the thing. It was simple. Not every, like, I don't know. It would feel a little bit more punchy on, like, an episode-to-episode basis. If you're binging, it doesn't really matter. If you're binging, it doesn't matter, because you go, oh, that episode, nothing really happened, but hey, I'll go to the next one. If you're watching it, like, week to week, though, it's like, oh, I waited a week for that? I mean, okay, that preview shot at the end of the last one with Chaika going off on a horse with Gillette, okay. I mean, yeah, then that kind of set an expectation. But it's just a dream, though. It'd be like for the fucking Rise of Skywalker shit if evil Rey turns out to just be a vision. Which I guarantee, I mean, I haven't really followed attention. I saw that one trailer and I haven't really looked into it because I really don't give a shit about fucking Disney Star Wars. But, like, I guarantee you that's probably what it's going to turn out to be. It'd be like, oh, man, Rey's going evil. Oh, man, I'm so excited for Star Wars Episode 9. Go through it like, hey, Rey's good the whole time. It's just now she has a dream for, like, 10 seconds where she's evil. And it's real, and like it's way more interesting than fucking what's actually going on in the movie. Yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like the preview for from the previous episode had a hell of a time trying to hype this one up. As a result, like it feels disingenuous because it's like, oh yeah, and Chaika and Gillette, oh yeah, and like it would like my brain was going on like, oh man, is Gillette gonna trick Chaika? Is gonna try and like get her on his side and. Because he's off the case, you know, he's going to try and get himself back on the case by tricking Chaika, like, that's what my brain went, and honestly, I prefer the version I imagined in my head. Because that seems way more interesting, the idea of Chaika being bamboozled by Gillette, trying to get back on the case. But, oh well, that's just how it be, I guess, but... Yeah, but let me know what you thought of this episode down there in the comments. Whether you liked it, you disliked it, or you want to bring up something that maybe I left out, because that's entirely possible. Oh, boy. Anyway, everybody. As always, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, share with me, tell your friends, let me know, oh boy, let me know down in the comments, and make sure you hit that share button. I kind of goofed that up there. Oh boy. See, like, when you just go, like... a bunch of generator noise. I hope it's not coming in. I'm going to try and remove it best I can. But, like, it's really distracting. Holy fucking shit. Yeah. Make sure you hit that share button. If you want, you can always put me on Patreon, which is linked down in the description and on the end card. If you do that, you get a special patrons-only Discord channel on my open Discord server that anyone can join. And if you're in that channel, you can recommend things to be Let's Play, Let's Watch, live streamed, whatever. Oh, boy. And also, we have our Patreon-only movie night that we do every month on the second full week of every month, where we hang out in our sync tube and we watch some anime, play some video games, watch a movie. We had ours either last week or the week before. God, it is so distracting. Holy shit. And we hung out, we watched Girls in Japan's Winter Film, and just watched like a bunch of like other like, oh, let's have like one episode here of like this bad anime, and then you're just basically like, okay, what's the trash we can look at right now to laugh at? And also, you know, we caught up on Fire Force. That's like a fun thing we've just been basically doing for the last 2 months. It's great. Yeah, it's a ton of fun. My favorite time of the month. Oh boy. And everybody, so I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today. I'll see you a